Everybody. Or currently nobody. I am doing a little bit of, somebody mentioned on Anne's live, Treasure Trovember, had never heard of it, decided why not do something different. Because I feel like November is not a time for me to get completely overwhelmed with some new stuff. Now I'm trying to find some washi I don't love as much as I love other washies. Hi, Pam. Hi, Jenny. So I'm doing the first 2 prompts on Treasure Trovember and said to use something big, and I literally couldn't find anything I wanted to work on. So I have a canvas board. And the first prompt is a grid. I am not sure washi is going to be my answer. Let's see if mint tape will stick. Nope. Right back, painter's tape. I didn't die, I promise. My shin only suffered a little bit. Hold on, look at my phone. It's collage. Oh my gosh. Here, phone. Okay, it's underneath my papers. Collage lab. So the word collage space lab. Do not accidentally type in college lab. You'll never find it. I didn't intentionally do it, but autocorrect is a hag, as we all know. Where am I supposed to find Sandy? Pam. Any clue? Big deal. But the idea is to spend 5 or 10 minutes in your studio playing and doing something different. So I'm first going to try to use this spray I made to color this. If it doesn't work, I'll go get some acrylic paint. But I'm trying to make a habit of using the stuff that's out. And then if I don't put it away, I don't get to get out new toys. Because I can't find anything. Okay, I'll try to stay up. This whole time change thing's already got me a little bit. I'm like, why does it feel so late? Oh, because it kind of is. We did drywall in my sister's tiny home today. So all of it's got a gambrel roof. So there was a lot of little pieces, and my husband and one of our friends came over and they finished the last of that. And she and I put a couple coats up in the back room and sanded. And then I went and picked the kids up from Grandma and Grandpa. So it's been a day. You don't have to pay to participate. There is, I guess you can register and get like an email or something, but I mean, the content's there and they're telling everybody to join. So I didn't pay. If you have to pay to participate, I'm host. Also, I'm not going to get that too worried about it. Like, I guess if they wanted, they could take my birthday away, but I'm old now, so I don't care. All right, who's in here being sneaky and not saying hello? She did an opening video for the prompts. So day 1, it was like a 15-minute video, and the second day was like a 2-minute video, because that's literally, you're not expected to go hog wild. Like, I'm already taking longer to just tape this than she did, I think, to do her. Well, she sped it up, so I don't know how long it took her to do. She did her background on some watercolor paper, with the idea being since it's mixed media, you want to be able to, if later they say add, something wet, you don't ruin your paper. So, okay. I'm going to put down this lovely scrap paper that my friend packed my birthday present in. And I think I might love the scrap paper more than I loved the present. Oh, Pam, shortly I'm going to send you a picture of the Christmas, the papers that I've sent you before, but I don't remember which ones I sent you. So, all right, everybody, let's see how it goes. First of all, see if any of the color takes. Come on. Weak. Sorry. All right, that's going to honk me off. Are we about to make a mess? I feel like it. I'm not even sure I have a handy paper towel. Okay, I'm putting the lid back on so I can behave. This is one of those like Dollar Tree sprayers, and I'm regretting every second. Ooh, I'm blue. So they said she's basically was with the background. She's like, don't get too crazy with the background because you're going to do 30 days, 29 more days of collaging on top of it. So the idea is for it to be not the foreground. Now I need some paper to, hold on. Hi, Vale. You back hanging around now that spooky season's over? I'm kidding, by the way. I know you were still around. Where on earth? Okay, it's on the floor. My new wheels are amazing, by the way, Pam. All right. Let's see if this takes. I think I should have gessoed this first because the liquid stuff isn't going to absorb. I didn't have a big enough piece of watercolor paper that I wanted to use. Is that too loud, guys? This would have been much easier if I had done it one day at a time so that I wasn't like trying to get this to dry today. Let's see. All right, I'm going to find here. Because again, I don't need this to be perfect. I just need it to have some grid-ish to it. Because I don't feel like that water's going anywhere. For what it's worth, this is basically watercolor paint. I bought some watercolor paint and it was a color I already had, like a tray of. And so I actually put it in a bottle of water and let it dissolve and then put it in a spray bottle. So if I were to spray it on normal paper, it's got some shimmer to it and some color, and I can get color. Okay, looks like it might actually try to stay there. You stay down for a second. Oh, I should have done. I probably wouldn't have stuck. Is use like the tape that I could use, so like the medical tape, and it would have been colored too. Oh well, it is what it is. I was seeing what I had floating around here, and if there's something I can pounce on there and get a little more color. What do you think, guys? Can I pounce with a not worth a crap, apparently? That's annoying. It's not going to do what I want. That's a good idea. Good thought. Okay, goodbye, little frozen flower petal. I did it again. There, I set it down. Vale, it is Collage Labs. Apparently, this is the 6th year she's done it. She's a collage educator. And this is only, obviously it's day 2. And every day you add a single thing to your collage. Okay, that is the one that's not plugged in again. And first day was a grid background. So I'm getting my grid down enough and dry enough, hopefully, that I can then put in piece number 2, which was a piece of furniture. And like the general rule of thumb is we're not supposed to be out buying stuff for it. It's to use your treasure trove you already have. As this is drying, it's pretty freaking cool. So obviously, even if you just had your regular glittery watercolor paint, it would be the same idea as this grid. And the tape is also kind of cool. Oh, okay, hold on. You have to remind me how to do that. Oh, God. Click on your name, right? Okay, my mouse does not like a lot of surfaces. Pin. Put user in timeout. Add as moderator. I was nice and then put you in timeout. Na. You are like queen of the chat now. I hadn't made anybody a moderator since we did Halloween. When there's only 3 people, it's kind of easy to manage people. So obviously, if I was doing this technique again, I would do this when I could leave it to dry overnight or something. But, well, that's what I should do. But I probably still wouldn't because I'm impatient and childish. Which I also feel like is part of why I'm somewhat creative. Okay. Although I feel like the little girl who did these little scribbles, who's just turned 4 this week, might outdo me at some point very soon. I'm going to see if I can zoom out just a hair on my camera. And is that light better, guys? Same, worse, better? Oh my gosh. There we are. Okay. So basically the thing she said was that because obviously we're adding something every day or what have you, it will, no particular piece is going to be, that big of a deal. Obviously, when you get towards the end, obviously whatever's on the front is going to be more of a big deal than the other stuff. But like to not get hung up on having the perfect thing, because it's all a part of the whole. And I figure this is a activity that works on our creative, like not trying to think ahead and just add a piece and go. So I kind of liked that idea for me because I struggle with collage. I struggle with knowing when I'm done, knowing what to add next. And so this is somebody else telling me what to add next. And I just have to, the ridiculous thing is that I've tried to destash a lot of my magazines, and the amount of energy it took me to find a piece of furniture to collage was longer than I expected. So luckily I had this bed, and I actually had it for the texture on this duvet because I was going to use it if we needed a background that I don't know what you would happen to ask for that would be the thing, but Ugh, I do not like the way those scissors cut this kind of paper. Am I the only one who has like 12 different pairs of scissors that I like for 12 different things? Or is it because I'm a dog groomer and that makes me fussy about my scissors? I also did my craft roulette video a little bit ago, and then I edited it, and the app I used to edit was like, it takes forever to upload it. I'm like, I'm going to find a different one because that just is annoying to me. I'm going to trim off where that hangs because I want to put it in the corner. So, and she does recommend that you take a picture every day, even if you don't do videos or whatever, of your stuff so you can see how it progresses. So that's kind of a cool idea. I assume that because it's a mixed media kind of channel, and I'm going to watch some of her videos, obviously, that we're going to be adding texture and stencils and fun stuff. So 0 cents to me right now. Says nothing, but it is what it is. And I actually kind of like how the grid turned out in the background. Like, if I did that with like acrylics instead, it would have been darker, but I like how it has some of the glitter. I don't know if there's a way to get the glitter to show because it's a very fine. So that's all of that. And then I dug this out so that I could start cutting some pages out of this because I think this will make nice background papers for stuff just because of all the patterns. $11 pairs of what are we having? Am I on? I hate that it puts me on top chat. I feel like I'm always missing stuff. Or it's my ADHD. Or both. So I've been, sorry about throwing things. I was working on Christmas cards because I donate a bunch to the nursing home. So this is one. And I probably need to do a whole bunch more of that. So I've been cutting up Christmas stuff. And I need to, somewhere in this mess, I asked the question the other day or earlier, how many journals do you have before you should finish one? Because I have a boatload of unfinished journals. And I was organizing stuff and I'm like, oop, there's another one I started. Oh, there's another one. So it's a lot. More Christmas cards. And here is my fall journal where I am attempting to do gratitudes. I'm not sure how to be grateful for doing drywall today. I guess it's that I have a home and my sister soon will have she has a home, but another home that's right in my backyard, which is freaking awesome, by the way. This little piece is loose. So does everybody start now getting ready for Christmas, or do you guys do all your fall stuff? I feel so like I don't have time to do fall stuff because in order to do 100 and however many Christmas cards, I don't end up doing anything to fall. And yes, I know I'm putting glue all over my glass board. That's why I have it. Pam, did I tell you what Othello did to the wall in my shop? With the birdies? Birdies had dug a hole in like a small hole outside and he could hear them in the wall. So he ate the paneling so he could figure out where the birdies were. Then he was standing with his head out the window looking at the neighbors. We love puppies. We love puppies. Puppies are amazing. So do any of you guys record your gratitudes or any of that stuff? I always think I'm going to do it every year and be really good and consistent, and I'm really just not that great at it. So this year I'm holding myself to less of a strict standard, and as long as I write something down, I'm calling it. So we'll put a place to call home for my family and for myself. And the other part of it, do you put stuff in your journal assuming someday somebody will read it and you do or don't want them to get all nosy? So I basically just made this little hidey hole for my gratitudes for the first few, like that. Well, that was kind of boring. Is there anything else we guys want to work on while we're... Is anybody else live doing anything? I just was like, I need to do this Treasure Trovember thing. And I'm going to jump on live because recording videos, I hate. I hate it. Like not recording these kind of videos, but the kind where you actually have to plan. I'm no good at it. I do it and then I want to edit it and then I don't want to edit it. So if you guys don't have anything you want me to do for fun, I'm probably going to get off here and attempt to go through a few more Doom boxes and clean my craft area. I'd rather not. But if you guys force me to, I guess I will. I don't know if you ever saw the deck of cards. Are you still here, Pam? I know I sent you pictures of the cards that I got, and I know I sent you Rudolph in your package. I don't know if Frosty got in there, but the sad part is not only do I have these cards to do, I think I have to make a journal out of the box. Another, partially done journal probably. But that one should be pretty easy to make. And I don't know where these will fit into any of the journals, but I do think that if I make journals for any of our friends, that because of who I am and the horse thing, that some of these have to go in. Slow down and enjoy. Merry Christmas. I think it should say, live like somebody left the gate open. Slow down and enjoy. It sneaks past you. So Pam, I picked us up a new subscriber today at Walmart while I was getting groceries. She had her cart full of clearly junk journal stuff. And I was like, girl, don't buy all those envelopes. I got you. So her name is Penny. She's very nice. I know all of her siblings' names too, which was, well, I did when she told me, but I don't remember now. But she told me where there's a local crop going on, so maybe going to that. I don't know. So I told her about you. She mostly is subscribed to like the big names, and I was like, those guys are awesome, but you need to find like a little local group like ours so you can chat. So I'm kidnapping people. And I'm not sorry. All right, guys. I'm going to assume we all have stuff to do, and we'll get to doing it. And I'm going to clean up my desk a little, and I'll see you guys at Pam's a little bit later. Hopefully Sandy will be on since she was trying to find me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.